Welcome to another edition of Kenomatine Universe News. In the Northern Territories, a celestial spectacle unlike any in living memory has captivated the coalition of Thulean Jarls. The legendary Ásbrú Arcs, once a matter of myth and rumor, have now manifested in a spectacular and prolonged display, a direct result of the Jarls' unique technological prowess. Our field reporter, Sarah Nakatomi, has the brief summary.
That's right, Nina. For 8 continuous hours, the Ásbrú Arcs solidified and brightened over the Thulean coast. These are not mere atmospheric phenomena. They are colossal, tangible structures of solidified light, created by the Jarls' unique fusion of archaic myth and Teslapunk technology.
We'll be back in 15 seconds.
News from a world that shouldn't exist, but does.
The historic event highlights the Jarls' formidable power and their dominion over what they consider a critical strategic resource, sparking renewed interest from merchants and scholars alike. It's a powerful reminder that on Kenoma, myth can indeed be brought to life.
Thank you, Sarah, for that report. Read the full story on our website, Kenomatine Universe News. But if you'd prefer to hear the full story, here's the audio version, podcast style, so you can experience it firsthand. Let's begin.
Ásbrú Arcs manifest in unprecedented display, captivating Northern Territories, by Janine Lumiere. A spectacular and prolonged manifestation of the Ásbrú Arcs captivated observers across the Northern Territories of the coalition of Thulean Jarls. The phenomenon, a majestic convergence of arcane energy and Teslapunk ingenuity, offered a breathtaking glimpse into the deeper cosmic forces at play within Kenoma, sparking both awe among the populace and renewed debate about the Jarls' control over this vital resource. For generations, the Ásbrú Arcs have been more than a meteorological event for the Thulean people. They are a cornerstone of their mythology and a symbol of their unique place in Kenoma. These rainbow bridges are not mere optical illusions. They are colossal, tangible structures of solidified light and matter, a direct result of the coalition of Thulean Jarls' distinctive cultural and technological development. The Jarls, a neo-feudal power, have long fused their warrior ethos with an anachronic science, creating a society where ancient myths are brought to life through Teslapunk innovation and the harnessing of deep-seated arcane forces. This mastery over both magic and machine has allowed them to not just observe the arcs, but to understand and interact with their very substance. The creation of these arcs is a fascinating mix of primordial forces and advanced manipulation. At their core, the arcs are believed to be formed by a confluence of several rare, powerful elements. These include crystallized lightning, Ramil, and heating mud, Arakiel, both harvested from the world's deep zone environments. Furthermore, a central component is thought to be the bones of crystallized energy, a byproduct of the titanic ancient Ylidium stone giants that now roam the Kenomatine sphere as asteroids. By applying their Teslapunk technologies, the Thulean Jarls have managed to create a stable, semi-regular phenomenon out of these volatile and dangerous energies. This mastery over the unpredictable has solidified their status as a formidable power in the north and given them a unique resource unlike any other. The spectacle was unlike any in recent memory. Following a period of unprecedented geomagnetic activity, the arcs, which typically appear with a subtle shimmer, suddenly solidified and brightened to a vivid intensity. Their three primary colors, a dominant red, an ethereal green, and a deep blue-purple, danced and pulsed against the dark polar skies. The display lasted for over 8 hours, a duration considered by Thulean scholars to be exceptionally long and a clear indicator of a profound cosmic convergence. The event was particularly pronounced over a coastal city in Noatan, where the massive structures were visible to the naked eye for hundreds of leagues across the freezing waters. The etheric energy they radiated was so potent it could be felt as a palpable warmth on the skin of those who ventured out to watch. Observers noted the sheer physicality of the arcs. Unlike normal light, these bridges were a tangible presence, seemingly capable of exerting force upon their environment. They were seen deflecting minor cloud formations, their weight creating subtle yet visible shifts in water currents and the surrounding ice formations. For the Thulean people, this was not just a beautiful light show but a confirmation of their law and a profound connection to the elemental powers of their world. Meteorological observatories across the coalition recorded an immense amount of data, marking the event as a key moment in the study of Konoma's unique atmospheric phenomena. The true nature of the Ásbrú Arcs lies in the sophisticated blending of magic and machine, a hallmark of the Jarls' Teslapunk culture. While the deep zone elements, Ramil and Arakiel, and the Ylidium crystalline energy provide the raw, magical power, it is the Thulean technology that shapes it into a stable, traversable structure. The Thulean engineers utilize a network of resonators and flux emitters, powerful Teslapunk devices designed to harmonize the disparate energies. These devices create a stable matrix that prevents the chaotic forces from dissipating or causing catastrophic damage. This technological and arcane fusion is a unique application of techno-magic. The Jarls have taken a power often used for combat or destructive sorcery and applied it to a form of world-shaping engineering. The crystalline energy from the Ylidium bones, for example, is not just a fuel source, but acts as a skeletal framework for the arcs, giving them their immense tensile strength. The Ramil and Arakiel elements then provide the vibrant, pulsating energy that forms the body of the arc. This mastery demonstrates a deep, almost spiritual understanding of Konoma's fundamental forces. It is this technological prowess that allows the Jarls to not only predict the arc's formation, but to potentially influence their stability and duration, a closely guarded secret of the noble houses. The spectacle drew more than the usual scholars and observers. Local inhabitants, merchants, and even visiting dignitaries gathered in Noatan to witness the event. Their reactions painted a vivid picture of the Ark's profound cultural and personal significance. My grandmother told me stories of the great sky bridges, but I never believed they could be this real, said Ina, a local fisherman, his face still glowing from the light. The glow was so bright it cast shadows in the darkness. It was a blessing, a reminder of our world's ancient power. It's what makes us Thulean. A visiting merchant from the sprawling megacity of Arthos, who gave his name as Kyalan, expressed a different kind of awe. We have towers that touch the sky, but they are cold metal and glass. This feels alive. It's a testament to a different kind of power, one that grows from the land and the legends themselves. You can't build this with coin alone. An archivist for one of the noble houses, speaking on the condition of anonymity, provided further context. The arcs are a physical manifestation of our ancestors' journey. Our worship of Ithaqua, the god of war, is often misunderstood. It's about conquering the wild, dangerous forces of Konoma and bending them to our will. The arcs are a perfect example of this philosophy, turning chaos into order and myth into reality. While mesmerizing, the Ásbrú Arcs are not an uncontrolled public good. The ruling noble houses of Thule view them as a critical strategic resource and a symbol of their stewardship over the northern territories. Regulations for their travel are heavily enforced by the Jarls' elite forces, who are trained in aviomancy to navigate the treacherous air currents and volatile energy fields of the arcs. Unauthorized access is strictly forbidden, not only due to the inherent dangers, but also because the arcs serve as literal bridges for strategic transportation and defense. The Jarls' warlord slaver regime often framed their control as a necessary form of guardianship, protecting both the populace from the arc's inherent predictability and the resource itself from exploitation. This narrative, while serving their political interests, holds a kernel of truth. The immense power of the arcs, if left unchecked, could prove catastrophic. Therefore, the Jarls' control is a delicate balance of dominion and preservation, a key aspect of their geopolitical identity. In the days following the historic manifestation, a flurry of activity has swept through Noatin and the wider Thulean coalition. The event has become a boon for local merchants and a major point of interest for scholars from across Konoma. The observatories of the noble houses have issued guidance for future viewing opportunities, advising that periods of heightened geomagnetic activity may lead to further, albeit less dramatic, manifestations. This is expected to draw more sightseers and adventurers to the region, creating a new wave of tourism and economic opportunity. The long-term implications of this event, however, are yet to be fully understood. The sheer power and stability of the arcs have raised new questions about the Jarls' control over the phenomena. The fact that the arcs can be so stable for such a long period could signal a new phase of their development, perhaps a more permanent integration into Konoma's atmosphere. For now, the Jarls continue to monitor the phenomena with a keen eye, balancing the need for control with the desire for scientific and cultural understanding. The sky bridges of Thule have again connected myth to Konomatan reality, but this time on a scale that will be remembered for generations.